Are you at a point in your life where you are starting to question what is going on in your life? Have you started to question, like, is there more to life than what I'm currently going through? Usually, what galvanizes these kind of questions is, to varying degrees, the amount of discomfort we feel in the now moment. I mean, for me, like, what really was the catalyst for change and for what the catalyst for these questions to start coming up for me was chronic levels of discomfort, psychologically, spiritually, physically. I remember being 25 and feeling like 105. Like, just so much dysfunction going on in my life. And dysfunction was expressed with my physical, my mental, emotional, my capabilities, my ability to handle and function in life, as well as that experiencing dysfunctional relationships with like different partners and this kind of stuff going on. And it's all simmered down to this point now where those questions really led me into a powerful position and state of inquiry, which then led into practices, learning, development, skills and capabilities, which really started to shift and change the degree of my life. And I want to relate this to the nervous system and the health of our nervous system and the evolution and healing of our nervous system, because there's a really massive, intimate engagement with what's going on subjectively within us and what we see in the objective world. And for me, what the journey has been, a gradient line of discovery of realizing everything I see in the objective world is coming from the subjective experience that I'm feeling within myself now. Everything. We can talk about quantum mechanics, quantum physics, the holographic universe, this level of stimulation, which then precipitates the world that we experience outwardly. It's all happening within. And it's our nervous system, which is very much the determining factor of what is happening within us. We have different functions of the nervous system. We have a fight or flight mechanism, which when overused really does galvanize and is the catalyst to high amounts of dysfunction, volatility within our life. And then we progress into what we could call, say, dorsal vagal, which is the polyvagal theory, which is part of that, which is dorsal vagal, which we've been in such a reactive state for so long, we go into something called dorsal vagal, which then leads us into a state of almost hopelessness. So what happens here? We are laying out, we are paving the way for different levels of experience within the human experience and within the physical domain. So the evolution of our nervous system will go from when we start to adopt and put into action ways to heal and recover and recalibrate our nervous system. We then shift and come away from those high levels of volatility into this, which would be then into a varied degree of our consciousness will shift into higher levels of consciousness. There will be less, we move away from anger, fear, reactivity to love, peace, joy, and harmony. And these are all totally different landscapes and experiences that we can go through. And all of these are coming from within. And this inward state, then all of this tees up a totally different, contrasting, external world that we are experiencing. That whether that's people, persons, situations, and circumstances are all governed and determined by what is going on with our degree of level of volatility or level of calmness or level of safety or level of unsafety. So if you're at a position now where you're questioning, is there more to life than this? You are starting to ask really powerful questions, and those questions come from, to a certain degree, a level of discomfort that is coming from the soul and spirit within this now moment. There is a deep yearning. Once the questions and curiosity start coming up like that, that is your spirit talking to you, yearning and asking for a different way and a different direction to go. And I'm here to tell you that there is a new direction for you to take, and that is the regulation and health and status and evolution of your nervous system.